Welcome to today's English listening practice story. This is a Level 3 English story called Married a Rich Man. Vocabulary preview. Before we begin today's story, here are a few words you will hear. Lonely, feeling sad and alone, even with others around. Respect, treating someone as important and equal. Control, power over someone's choices or actions. Dignity, self-respect and personal value. Freedom, the ability to live and choose freely. Now that you know the key words, let's begin our story. My name is Anna Miller. I am 35 years old. People think my life is perfect. They see my photos online. A big house, expensive clothes, luxury trips. They say, she married a rich man. She is very lucky. But luck is not always happiness. I married a rich man, and slowly, I lost myself. Before I met my husband, my life was simple. I worked as a receptionist in a small office. I answered phones. I smiled at strangers. I earned just enough to pay my bills and buy small treats. My life was not rich, but my heart was calm. I believed in love. I believed in partnership. I wanted someone to walk beside me, not in front of me, not above me. I met Daniel at a charity event. He wore a dark suit. He spoke with confidence. People listened when he talked. When he spoke to me, he looked into my eyes. He did not rush. He listened. That night, he made me feel seen. Later, I learned he owned several companies. He was powerful, respected, very rich. I thought, he is strong. He can protect me. Daniel called me every day. He sent flowers to my office. He said, "You are different. You are simple. You are real." He told me he liked that I did not care about his money. I believed him. When he asked me to marry him, my heart said yes before my mind could think. Our wedding was like a movie. A large hall, soft music, beautiful lights. People smiled at me. They hugged me. They whispered, "You are so lucky." I smiled all day. I thought my new life had begun. After marriage, we moved into a huge house. The rooms were quiet, too quiet. Daniel traveled often. He worked late. He missed dinners. He missed conversations. When I said I felt lonely, he said, "I do this for us." When I cried, he bought gifts. But I did not want gifts. I wanted him. Slowly, his kindness changed. He said, "You don't need a job. I will take care of everything." At first, it sounded like love. Later, it sounded like permission. Whenever I disagreed, he said, "I pay for this life." Whenever I wanted more, he said, "You should be grateful." I stopped speaking. I stopped asking. Every evening, I ate alone. The table was big. The chair across from me was empty. I slept on expensive sheets with a cold heart. I walked through the house and felt like a guest. I had money, but no voice. One night, we attended a business dinner. Someone asked me, "What do you do?" Before I answered, Daniel laughed. He said, "She doesn't do anything. I take care of her." People laughed. I smiled. But inside, something shattered. I was not his wife. I was his possession. That night, I cried quietly. I looked at myself in the mirror. I did not recognize the woman staring back. In that moment, I chose myself. I left the house. I left the money. I left the comfort. It was frightening, but it was freeing. For the first time in years, my steps felt like my own. Today, my life is smaller. My home is simple. My income is modest. But I sleep peacefully. I laugh again. I breathe again. If you are listening to my story, remember this: money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy love. And a golden cage is still a cage. Thank you for listening to this story. If you liked it, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to Story Reading in English channel. Your support helps more stories reach people like you. With every story, our English gets better and our hearts get stronger.